Hey, it's Anaya from Glam Graphics, and today I'm going to show you how to create and customize your own clothing tags using Canva. Okay, so we're going to start off on Canva with the business card size, which is 3.5 inches by 2 inches. And we're just going to go through and design it as if it was a vertical business card. The first thing I'm going to do is go over to elements and type in what type of background I'm looking for. For this one, I'm just going to keep it simple and do gold and black. So I typed in gold background. I chose the one that I liked, and then I'm going to resize it. Now that I've chose my background and I resized it and centered it on the page, it's time for me to add a black square and resize that. Now, since I'm adding the black square and I'm going to resize it to the size of my liking, it's going to make my gold background act as a border. This is just one way to make the borders for your card. You could have did it the opposite way and had the black background and then took the gold background and resized it and did it along the edges. But the way I showed you is one of the simplest ways. If you had a background that got blurry as you resized it and you weren't able to stretch it fully to the page, that's when you would want to cut it and do the lines on the side. But now, since we got our base, I just went over to elements and back over to shapes and added a circle, and I sized it down a little bit, and this is going to represent where you're going to hole punch. So as you design, you don't end up going over in a certain area or making it to where the cards don't come out looking as professional as possible. As you add more elements, you can move things around and tweak it before you finish it and save it to print. But where you place the hole is very important, because when you hole punch, you don't want to make it to where your clothing tags can easily rip. So you want to have the hole punch in the right place. You don't want it too close to the side. So now, as you can see, I'm just adding the text, and I kept these examples really plain and simple. But the whole idea here is for you to customize and make it your own and make them stand out for you and your business. I'm going to speed through on this part because it's kind of self-explanatory. So just follow along and see how I finish up the front. Okay, I have my two fronts done that I can choose from. So now I'm going to start on the back, and I'm going to duplicate the page, and I'm going to resize the text so I have enough space to fit my white box where I'm going to put the size, the pricing, and the barcode. I'm going over to elements, and under shapes I'm going to add a white square, and then I'm going to resize it to fill the space in between the title and the URL. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go through and start adding my text. This part is pretty simple. I'm just going to speed through. To get the circle outlines I use for the sizes, I went over to elements and scrolled all the way down under lines and shapes, and I found it. After that, I'm just going to duplicate it and resize it down so I can have 5 of them to put my different sizes. Now I'm almost finished. I just have to add the barcode. Of course, here you would put your actual barcode for your product, but here I'm just using an example. And then you see I added it and I had to tweak some things and move it around to make everything fit. So once you're done, take the time to check all the spacing and make sure everything is good up close before you print these. But right here, I wanted to show you that you can customize these basically any way that you want. You can use any color combinations, any of the backgrounds that Canva has, and you can really make them your own and make them unique for your business. Right here, I'm just doing the white and pink glitter combination. It's still another basic combination, but it's just for you to see. And I also decided to remove the text and go through and just add my logo so you can see how that would look. Once you add your logo, you can play around with the background for it to match, and you'll see it will start coming together. And the more time you put into it, the more professional that it will look. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them down below. If you followed along but you would still like to purchase the actual template from me, you can check out my Etsy site where I have all my templates from YouTube and more. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching my video. See you next time.